Hello and welcome to Springboard, your virtual university. My name is Albert Okran, welcoming you on behalf of Team Springboard, ably led by Comfort. This is your most inspirational show and the place where the greatest minds in the world converge. Springboard is brought to you by the Springboard Roadshow Foundation and proudly sponsored by MTN Pulse Just Be, the Enterprise Group Enterprise Your Advantage, UMB Bank celebrating 50 years in banking, and Central University, Ghana's premier private Christian university. Our media partners, the Multimedia Group and the Graphic Business. Today is the day, what we call our biggest show of the year, because it's celebrating a young person, daring, committed, and passionate about her craft. So what are the antecedents? Not too long ago, we posted a session with Prof. Stephen Adair. One of the 3 sessions we held with him was about tips for the unemployed. And he celebrated young people doing innovative stuff in the area of entrepreneurship. So we posted the slides as we normally do, and on social media, asked a simple question. Send us the name of somebody doing something interesting that we could celebrate and support. And one young lady posted her sister who was doing stuff in the area of agribusiness, particularly in the delivery of groceries. And the story was quite interesting. A young lady in business, number 2, doing agribusiness, and 3, using innovative tools to promote her business. So, on the 26th of July at 10:30 a.m., Springboard landed at Big Samps Market in Chado. And the world has never been the same again. The post attracted several comments, 70,000 views, over 300 shares, and comments from all over the world celebrating this young lady. I have her in the studio today. Her name, she has 2 names. The real name her father gave her, Elsland Ewuzi Samson, but the whole world knows her as Adwoa Agbogbloshie. Adwoa, welcome to Springboard.
Thank you so much.
Charlie, the name is not easy. Adwoa Agbogbloshie.
Yes.
How did you come by that name?
The story, I came about it in Trotro.
You're serious?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So, when I started, I needed a message to send to the average Ghanaian. And I was doing grocery delivery, but I knew there was one thing that would communicate. So there was a colleague I was marketing my idea to, and she asked me this question: would you get me my groceries like I would get from Agbogbloshie? And I had just lived in Accra for about a year or 2. I didn't know Agbogbloshie. I said, okay, what this lady said means something. So I went to ask my mom, who used to sell food stuff like me. Ma, where is Agbogbloshie? Can you take me there? So in Trotro one day, still thinking about what the lady said, I was thinking, okay, let me use this tagline, quality groceries at Agbogbloshie prices, where the Agbogbloshie means low prices. But what else can I do? That's calling myself Adwoa Agbogbloshie. It's one of the boldest decisions I ever made.
Why do you call it bold? I'm sure people thought a graduate from Kia University.
Yes.
What
Yes.
What was the response?
The response was, so the next day, I went to the office and I told my colleagues to call me Adwoa Agbogbloshie. I went home, I told my parents to call me Adwoa Agbogbloshie. Everybody was like, why would I call myself that? It was funny initially. Then I went online, changed my social media account names to Adwoa Agbogbloshie. And then people started wondering why someone will call herself Adwoa Agbogbloshie. And that was the beginning. That was what sold us.
How seriously do you take what you do?
I take it so serious that I'll say about a month ago, I spent about 3 nights crying and praying about my business.
Why?
Because, we were turning 5 and there was a vision that I had for the business by the time it turns 5. I would say we are not where we used to be. We've really moved up, but there was something that I needed. There was that icing on the cake that I wanted to celebrate the 5th anniversary with. And I felt it was getting close. God, I'm about to celebrate the 5th anniversary. Where is the icing? The cake is there. Where is the icing?
Wow.
Yes.
So on the 26th of July, and the annoying thing, let's go to annoying because when I got your details, I didn't even reach out.
Yeah.
We didn't even call you or say Springboard will be there.
No.
And then at 10:25, we called and said you're 5 minutes away. You said you're lying.
Yes.
And then we entered at 10:30. How did you feel that day?
Let me use this analogy again. You know, when I put it as you pray. It's like going to a restaurant and asking for the menu. You want to eat this. And they come to you and they tell you that, okay, there's this other meal. You've tried these meals before. It's your favorite. But there's this other meal that we feel will be very nice. So I'm praying to God for visibility for Big Samps, because I spoke to a coach and she said, you can't be investing when there's no demand for your business. There should be demand. So I said, God, I need visibility that would drive sales and demand. And I have a couple of celebrity friends, me thinking, oh, so I'll tell these people to do this for me, do that for me. But God said, yes, this is a food, this is a meal you like. But I have another meal that is super, that will really blow your mind. And you were the answer to the prayer.
I didn't know about the prayer, actually, to be very honest. I still don't know why I came. And I'm being very honest.
Yeah.
When we posted a post, we said, listen, any business. But somehow your sister's post stood out. And I said, why don't you send us the contact of the person? And I knew it would be on my way to work. So I'm driving to work and I tell my colleague Abednego, let's pass there.
Yeah.
And I sent Comfort, we're going to this young lady doing some great stuff. Then we end up there and we post it and the whole world responds. We've got responses from all over the world.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel so happy. You know, and sometimes it's not just me, my team, my family, because they've been there for me. I mean, my parents, my dad was there when we called my sister. My mom came from the hospital, she heard about it. They didn't even know what it was, but the excitement. When you posted the video, my friends who were commenting, I was amazed.
And I saw posts from your classmates in
primary school. I was amazed.
And then some from secondary school. Charlie, what France Pao?
And the following morning, I was crying again. My brother was like, when you're happy, you cry. When you're sad, you
What the tears about the next day?
I was just sending voice notes to my family. I sent to my family group. I sent it to my friends. I don't know if I told you about. I said when I was sad that week when I was praying, it was my husband and one other friend.
Which is that one?
She's called Winifred. She's an ICGT member as well.
Okay.
Yes.
What's her full name?
Winifred Adwoa.
Okay. So,
she got married recently, so I'm sure she's changing her name.
Okay, so who's Winifred?
Winifred is my roommate from uni. I think she also commented. She's my roommate from tech.
Right. So she and your husband were the ones.
Yes, they were the ones that knew what was happening behind the scenes.
Wow.
Yes.
So Winifred and then your husband what's his full name?
Hobson Akese.
Okay, so Winifred and Hobson were the ones who were bearing the brunt of your tears. I have a special video for you I'd like you to watch. Folks, give me my first video. Let's see whether she recognizes the person in that video.
Hi, my name is Winifred. Elsie and I were roommates back on campus at KNUST. She's one of the most hardworking and focused people that I've ever met. She's done all kinds of things just to get to where she is today. From delivering bread back on campus to selling shoes. I mean, when she was back at GH1, she would wake up as early as 3 a.m. just to go to Agbogbloshie to shop for her customers. Big Samps did not start today. And I'm just proud of how far she's been able to bring this enterprise. And I know that it's going to get even bigger. Elsie, I just want you to know that you're doing an amazing job, and keep entering rooms that no one ever thought you could enter. Keep breaking barriers that no one ever thought you could break. I love you so much, and I'll always be there to support Big Samps.
You know her? That was Winifred.
You know, when I realized Hobson can't be here, I called her. She lost her dad.
Yes, I found out.
So I called her that I'll be here. I'll be meeting you. I didn't want to tell her about the interview. I told her I'll be meeting you, so we should hang out. So the plan was to pick her up and then we come for the interview. But the 1 week is today, so she couldn't come. And I've been
texting her and saying, you're going for this meeting. And she also didn't tell you anything. Human beings are bad. So Winfred is the one who bore she and Hobson are the ones who bore the brunt of your tears.
Yeah.
And God had a plan for all this. Let's talk about the beginnings. Your mom sold groceries. You told me that. Yeah. What's her name?
Comfort. It was something.
You know my wife is called Comfort.
Yes.
So the connection is deep. Yes. So Comfort is my wife and my partner. And then Elsie is the name of my late sister, and you're also called Elsie. So the connection is very, very interesting. But tell me, so I'm told, or Winifred told me that on campus you were doing this. Tell me about how campus was.
So on campus, second year, I believe, I started selling shoes. So I've been selling for some time. I was selling when I was a child, Gary, I sold pure water and all. So selling has been part of me. When I got to uni, it was a bit hard, and so I had to do something else to support. So I was selling shoes, and everybody actually thought maybe after school I'll go into the shoe business because I did it very well. I sold shoes. Then in my final year, I was doing a personal food packaging research, and then I came across grocery delivery.
But you did graphic design.
I did graphic design, yeah. So I'm a graphic designer by profession.
Right.
Yes. And on campus too, I was doing design for money. I was doing that side
side hustle from design, and then also from food deliveries.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was in final year when I was reading more about the grocery delivery. I was trying to find out information about it here in Ghana, but I wasn't getting any data. The closest was South Africa and Nigeria, I think, yes. But more of the data I got were from outside the UK, the US. So it was a bit difficult, and I was like, if I'm going to do this, I have to bring it to our way of life. Grocery delivery out there in the US, they are delivering cauliflower, bell peppers. Yeah, we eat them here, but that's not our main meals. These are not the things we like yam, kobe, momone. So how can I bring this to the Ghanaian way of life? So I started on campus with my friends as usual. We went to rooms to share flyers, but it didn't work on campus. Yeah.
When the business doesn't work on campus, don't give up.
No, I didn't.
Interesting. So after university, did you go straight into this, or you branch a little?
No, after university, I gave myself 3 years to work. So I did my service in an ad agency. Then I moved to another ad agency for a month, and I left that agency because I was targeting working at a TV station where I could get, so I would go on shift. So I go to work in the evening. So the plan was get the TV station. So everything was a plan.
Yeah, you sound like a good planner.
Get the TV station so I could get the mornings to do the grocery delivery. Start with the grocery delivery. And then by the time things pick up, I'll go full time. So I went to the TV station. I was there for 3 years. While I was there, I think a year into being there, I started Big Samps officially again.
And that was the 1st of August
2017.
And this 1st of August, you were 5 years old.
Yes.
Did you cry?
1st of August, I didn't cry. This year, I didn't cry.
That was the first day of Greater August. I prayed for you.
Yeah.
I promised and I prayed for you that day.
Yeah, you said.
Yes.
I didn't cry that day.
So the 26th, 5 days or 6 days to your big day, God showed up in the form of friends you had never met before. Yeah. Let's talk about clientele. One of the things I hear people talk about is bundle. They say it's the most crazy idea. Help us to understand the principle of the bundle. What exactly is it?
So the bundle is putting together, for Big Samps, the bundle idea is putting together basic, like the main things that sell a lot. So in the Ghanaian home or in the Ghanaian kitchen, you find onions, pepper, tomatoes, garden eggs. With these things, you can prepare a complete meal. All you need, you can even, no oil, you don't need oil, you prepare a meal. So after doing this business for about 4 years, we realized that these things sell a lot. Almost everyone that ordered onion or tomatoes or pepper. How about we bring all of them together and we sell these as a bundle? And then I was in an online class, and the lady was teaching about bundles. It was an evening, and I was that time to sales. I was thinking about ideas to drive sales, and it was, I think, some few days to Independence Day weekend. So
Which year was that?
It was in 2021, last year.
Right.
So I wrote down, when she said it, the idea just came up. I wrote tomatoes, pepper, and I said, no, let's do something that will be around 100 cedis. Flats. No 100 and this, 100 and that, 100 cedis. And it was just, I think it was our 3 days to Independence Day. So I said, Ghana Weekend Bundle.
Ooh.
That was how the bundle.
Did your experience in the advertising company help?
Yes.
Because I see you like crisp concepts. Your
Yes.
Instagram page is full of ideas, design.
Yeah.
What about your graphic design background?
My graphic design background, I'll say, still inspires me. It's through graphic design, it's through the research I was doing in food packaging that led me to this. So even though I don't do graphic design commercially now, but it influences a lot of decisions I take. The advertising, so you realize that even the names I choose for my businesses, Fala was a term we used to use when I was working in the TV station. I was the only girl amongst the team of guys. And anytime we have to do a project, they'll be like, oh, wait, they're Fala, simple.
Right.
So that name, and
Stuck with
I mean,
you.
yeah, about
It's
2
now become a
years
very,
after.
very big one.
Yeah.
Tell me about the struggles of a young entrepreneur for the benefit of those listening. I mean, it sounds nice and beautiful, but tell us about the struggles.
The struggles are real. I mean, when entrepreneurs talk about their challenges, they are not lying. And they are not scaring you, but you will go through something.
Like what?
Especially with a new concept. Like people not understanding the concept. I would say that when I started and failed about 3 times, I sit back now and whenever I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I didn't even understand what I was doing, you know.
By the time you're so sure.
Yeah. So if I don't understand it, how will people understand it? It should take just a word. It should take Agbogbloshie for someone to actually know
Connect.
that this is what you are doing, to connect. So your message, what are you saying? And how ready are you? How ready doesn't mean you have the money. But how ready are you to dedicate yourself?
Tell me your 2 biggest struggles. The 2 biggest things that you battle with. Is it lack of capital? Is it lack of clientele? Is it being misunderstood? Is it rejection by... Tell me, help me to understand.
When you realize that now you need to expand. But if you have good records, if you have your system in place, it's very easy to go to a financial institution for help. Sometimes entrepreneurs say the banks are not helping us, the banks are not doing this. Yes, it's hard. The interest rate is very high. But there are banks out there or financial institutions out there or even non-profit organizations out there that can help you. But you need to get things right.
Let's talk about getting things right. One of the game changers in our research about you and the company was the Mandela Fellowship. Tell us about it.
So that's another wonderful story. In 2019, a friend, I think that would be in 2018 rather, a very good friend of mine, Jonathan, told me about the Mandela Washington Fellowship. He said, Adwoa, you should apply for this thing. I said, oh, but you mean to me. And then he said, no, you should. I think it will help you. I'm applying, so I want you to apply. And he was on my neck. I was very low about it. 2 days to the program, he said, Adwoa, you've not sent me what you were supposed to send, so that I'll review. He forced me. The day we were supposed to submit, from morning till the time I submitted, around 4 o'clock, he made sure I did every correction. And I told him I won't do it again. I'll do it the following year. He said, no, you have to do it. Even if you don't get into the fellowship, you would have the experience of how to apply and all. So I did it, and I submitted 5 minutes to the deadline.
What? Was it? Are you serious?
Yes.
5 minutes to the deadline?
Yes, I remember very well. I remember submitting it. He called me. I said, me, my. Then I went for lunch. I didn't even think about it.
And then you got the notification. Mm-hmm. How did you feel?
I was so happy. He was the first person I called.
Wow. Did he get it?
He didn't get it.
Do you see people like that, like angels?
Yes. He's an angel. Everybody knows him as my counselor. marriage, business, life. And I think that particular thing he did is, I don't know. I
So
know
he didn't get the fellowship.
He didn't get it.
But you got it. Was he happy for you?
He was.
That's
very
a genuine
happy.
friend.
Yes. He was
Wow.
very, very happy for
Tell him,
me.
mention his full name, let me bless him.
He's called Jonathan Apimajima.
I saw his post on your.
Yes.
He was one of the. I read every one of the comments.
You do. I know you do.
Every one of those comments. And one of the people commented that day. In fact, give me my second video. There's somebody commented that day. I managed to track the person down. Let's see who
He's
it was.
not again.
Hi, I'm Petra, and I've known and used Adwoa's service for close to 2 years now. Her service is a breath of fresh air. It's very convenient, fits perfectly into my schedule, and it's easy to access. So you simply send your lists by WhatsApp. She shares with you the costs, and the delivery is done either to your home or to your office. It's really been a good intervention for me in my schedule and my lifestyle, and I fully recommend this business. Adwoa is really warm and friendly, so it makes it easy for you to interact with her. I wish her all the best. She's done this for a while, and I know that the future is really, really bright.
I hope you guys are not up to anything
It's just people who posted, two of them who posted, and then we managed to find them. Your roommates and then Petra. So your clients are saying that they have a good experience with this. Isn't that nice? Oh.
You know, Petra was one of
Tell
the
me the
women
story.
that I came across. I was friends with her on Facebook. I don't think she even remembered she was my friend. You know, there are a few women that I prayed about that, God, I want to meet these women. And I don't want to force it. I want you to let it happen. Lucy was part.
Lucy,
Quest.
wow.
Yes, she does.
That's huge.
Yes. And Petra was one of
Lucy
them.
commented on your post as well.
Yes.
That was the biggest. I mean, all the way from London.
Yes.
I say, hey, Charlie,
Yes.
international endorsement. Charlie, that one. I say, wow.
Yes. So Petra, I was going for an interview with Madam Charlotte Osei, and then Petra was there. And she didn't even know. So when I saw her, I was like, hey, that's the woman I've been praying about. I kept quiet. And then later I told her.
Wow.
So she became my friend. I didn't force it because I told God about it.
Hey, then the things you're telling God, you take them seriously. What is the role of personal faith in your growth?
You know, I'm a born and bred pastor's child, married to another pastor's child.
Wow.
But I didn't take that as, because my dad is a pastor, I'm automatically a Christian.
So mention your dad's name.
My dad is...
On your big day, you must mention everybody's name.
Yes.
So you've mentioned Hopeson, your husband. You've mentioned Winifred, your roommate. You've mentioned Comfort, your mother. You must mention your dad. If not, Charlie,
My dad is Reverend Mark Ewuzi Samson.
Charlie, God bless him. I think I
Yes.
saw him on a Facebook, hosting something on Facebook, some media,
Yes,
something. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
good man.
yes.
Please give him my warmest regards. We greet you, sir. The Lord bless you for raising a great daughter.
Yeah. So, I mean, the things that I tell God, He makes them happen.
So what have you been telling God about the future? What big project do you have on your mind right now? What's the next level for you?
The next level is to be able to, you know, in agribusiness, storage in our part of the world, storage, you know, they are very important because we don't have enough storage. Things go out of season. We want to be able to get to that point where we have the cold rooms, we have the cold vans, we are providing fresh groceries. I mean, the target, and even before we get there, the target is to get demand, to create awareness. And that video with you
Was an answer to prayer. So now the awareness has come.
Yes.
And your next is to what? Storage.
70,000 views. The next is to get the capital to acquire the resources. You know, capital for human resource. Because if you are doing it, you need people as well to be able to do it.
How many people do you currently employ?
Currently, I have a team of about 12. Yes.
So 12 people depend on you for their living. Charlie, you're a powerful woman.
These are indirect. Oh. So imagine
these are the direct ones.
Yeah, these are the direct ones. So imagine the indirect ones.
So the indirect ones are the suppliers, then the delivery people.
Yes.
Wow. So do you check the people that you use for the deliveries? Do you take them to any training or screening?
Yes. So we orient them, we vet them, we make sure that they understand the business. You know, when I started, I used to have challenges, delivery, or you employ someone and they leave. But as I was growing, and yes, as I was taking advice for business leaders as well, I asked them and they said, you need to let the people you're working with understand. You're not the only one. Yeah, you have the vision and all, but they need to understand. You need to take it out of your head and tell them.
Tell them who you work with to understand the Big Samps. We'll go for a brief break. When we come back, let's talk about the next level for Big Samps. She says she wants to build capacity to be able to preserve these vegetables and take this business to the next level. You know what? This is a beautiful story. And I love the comments of Winifred and Petra. Yeah. Maybe that's the icing on the cake for today. Yeah. Just to show you that Charlie God isn't forgetting you. Let's go for a break. When we come back, let's delve a bit more into the Big Samps story. Please don't go away.
There once was a man who had it all. He had skill, he had charisma. He was loved by all, but above all, he knew the importance of helping others, lifting others up. He knew the importance of giving other people an advantage so that they too would use that advantage to help others. All you need is that advantage that sets you apart from the rest. And when you discover that advantage, life's challenges don't seem so daunting anymore. That's where we come in. Enterprise, your advantage.
UMB was established in 1972 as the premier bank for the corporate and private sector in Ghana. From our very beginning, as the only Ghanaian bank serving all categories of businesses, we set a standard for excellence and innovation over the past 45 years. We've built a financially healthy and strong bank, demonstrated our commitment to our customers and to growing businesses, and exhibited originality and innovation at every turn. At UMB, our focus is built around people, service, products and technology. These are the key to our present success and our future triumphs. At UMB, we're poised to make a difference not only with our customers, but also in the banking industry. We invite you to share in our future. Our future starts now with you.
Central University, we are not just giving theoretical knowledge, but also real-life practical immersion. Our projects and research are targeted at solving real-life problems within our built and a natural environment. My name is Che Joseph Bafo, an architecture student. The faculty and facilities available to us make us industry ready. The projects I'm working on recently won an award when my colleagues and I visited the Netherlands. Central University makes you industry ready.
Welcome back to Springboard, a virtual university, and to the very excited host, Pastor Albert Okran. On a more serious note, welcome back to Springboard, a virtual university, and to this very exciting conversation with my young friend, Adwoa Agbogbloshie, aka Elsland Ewuzi Samson. I'm meeting her for the second time. Can you imagine? It's almost like we've known ourselves for a lifetime. But this is brought to you by the Springboard Roadshow Foundation and proudly sponsored by MTN Pulse, the Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, Central University, and with media support from the Multimedia Group and the Graphic Business. On Tuesday, full page, this story about the rise of Big Samps Market. Get that edition, store it for life, and share, also on my Joy Online and springboard.com.gh. Adwoa has been telling us a beautiful story, and it's now time to bring her some big advice from practitioners in the business to take this story to the next level. She said she wants to go to the next level of her business. Let's welcome our first mentor to speak to Adwoa. Let's bring her into the studio. Come right in. And guess the first mentor. This is the head of the senior manager in charge of corporate comms at MTN Ghana, Georgina Asare-Fiagbeni. Georgina, you were here last week and you are with Adwoa today for this big edition. Thank you for making time.
It's a pleasure.
So Gina, welcome to this very special edition. We call it the Springboard of Adwoa Agbogbloshie. How does it feel to be part of this experience?
Oh no, it's great. And the fact that she's so young, and I think looking at her, I just feel that maybe I should have also followed her path when I was younger. So it's very refreshing to see young people who can be bold and go out and say this is what they want to do.
When we posted the story, you reached out and said MTN is excited about this post. And our conversation was about brightening lives, the next level of the show, finding people who listen and then taking their lives to the next level. Why is a story like this so big for MTN?
It's really big. I mean, beyond brightening lives, which you spoke about, which is absolutely important. If you remember, our new campaign message is, what are you doing today? So anyone who is monitoring MTN will know that for everything we are doing, that's the theme we are using. What are you doing today? Inspiring people to go out and do something. We want people to be doers and not just talkers. And so we say doing, doesn't daydream, for example.
Right.
Doing gets things done. So, and of course, you know that our value is can do
spirit.
So she just fits into can do, and of course she's showing leadership. She's built a relationship with her clients, and of course for you to even move and say I'm going to look at what she's doing, it means she had a message that was very powerful, that was very creative. So it's very refreshing to see people like her. MTN is 25 years old. Okay, this year we are 26, and you know that last year we were 25. So I don't know how old you are, but we probably are around the same age.
Just slightly older.
Just slightly older. And so this is our body who is a young person like MTN,
right?
Who is out there doing great things. And it's really important for us to just say a word of encouragement to her.
So apart from your word of encouragement, what does MTN want to do for Adwoa Agbogbloshie today? Let's give you a chance in a minute to tell us what you are doing for Adwoa Agbogbloshie today.
So for her, I mean, for that inspiring message, and especially for taking that bold action and going out to get things done, she's a doer. And so I think what we decided to do is to give her a device, a laptop that she can work with, and some data. So
wow.
And it's not just because she's here, but we want more people to go out there and be doers. Right. Because MTN, we believe that our brand is out there to inspire people, and inspire Africans to make progress. So we are happy that people like her are around, and we know that through this story, more go-getters will come out of her.
Adwoa, why do you react like that when she mentioned laptop? Have you been praying about a laptop? You don't tell me you've been praying about a laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This is your God matter. We must talk about it.
I think I have to look for where she probably prays. I was just telling you.
Yeah, because her prayers have been answered.
I want to go and sit there.
The same place and free. All right, so the bag next to you has your parcel in
Yes.
it.
Yes.
No, live. It's not go come. So
Okay, so this is a very nice.
cute, Chalima, come here, envy.
Yeah.
Oh my God! This is not happening.
Right.
My-
Being a graphic designer, I'm sure you understand
I
this
was using
particular.
the Surface and it got spoiled. That's the laptop, the last laptop I was using,
Okay.
and so I wanted another one.
Okay. So
Well,
here's the other
here it
one.
is. God gave you the exact thing you were praying for.
my
Oh, come on, this one.
Oh
So the data will come
Right.
later. So we'll give you enough data for you to be able to promote your work and inspire people and be more creative. The Adwoa Agbogbloshie story. And then, because I remember that when I was young and when I got married, people used to say, oh, go to Agbogbloshie, go. Then I went there once or twice and I said, I don't want to go there again.
So
No
I
matter
just
how
did
cheap
that
the
for you.
things are. So people like her should be around so that they can get us the stuff we need.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Gina,
you.
and our warmest regards to Team MTN, and thank you so much for this.
so much.
You're a
bless
blessing.
you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you. Let's put our hands together. Come on. I just They call this, Charlie. She says, wherever you went to pray, you must go back there again. All right, I have another counselor coming for you while you try to catch this in. Mark Addison, Head of Marketing at Enterprise, please take your seat.
Hello.
So you've just been joined by Mark Addison, Head of Marketing at Enterprise Group. Mark, how are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, Albert.
Gina just said Adwoa represents the can-do spirit to MTN. What does she represent to Enterprise? I know you talk about the advantage. What does a story like this say about Enterprise?
Adwoa certainly represents your advantage, as our tagline says. And this advantage is for her staff, her customers, her own self, and her family. And in fact, for many people who are now looking up to her because of this journey she's embarked on. And so she has presented an advantage to many, including her own self and her customers, as I've just mentioned. Yes.
I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk a bit more about Enterprise and what the SME landscape represents for you. But today, we just want to give a chance to, and want to thank the Enterprise Group represented by the Enterprise Insurance, Enterprise Life, trustees, properties. But once you are here, you can't go back without doing something. All our friends are rejoicing over this beautiful story of a young lady just living out her dream. So, Mark, what does the Enterprise Group want to do for Adwoa on this occasion? She says the future has to be good. What do you want to do?
Thank you very much, Reverend, for this opportunity. At Enterprise, we pride ourselves as the leading financial services provider, which caters to all ages from cradle to grave. And so, given that we provide financial protection and peace of mind, hearing Adwoa's story really made us excited. And we have 3 strong solutions for her.
You're joking?
Yes, we do. And we looked at her business. The first one is what we call the Fire and Allied Perils Policy,
Right.
which will cover 200,000 cedis worth of stock in her business. Yes, so
Wow.
I can see she's already blushing and smiling already. This is just the first one. The Fire and Allied Perils actually covers quite a number of things. It includes burglary, it includes certain damages caused by flood, and the policy will spell out the others. The second one, which we are also adding, is what we call the Bloom by Enterprise Life. Bloom by Enterprise Life. Bloom is a special product targeted at women, and it caters to total permanent disability, the life of Adwoa herself, and then it also caters to critical illness and certain female-specific medical needs. And this is worth 100,000 Ghana cedis of cover.
Joking.
Yes, 100,000 cedis worth of cover. So Adwoa is in for a treat from Enterprise Group.
Wow.
Yes. So let me add a third one.
Hey.
Yes. So, Enterprise is made up of a number of subsidiaries. We have 6. We provide general insurance, then life insurance. We have health insurance, Acacia Health. And then we have properties. We have trustees, which is the pension arm. And then the funeral services transitions. And so the third one is from Enterprise Trustees, which is a personal pensions product. Now, for personal pensions, in the SME sector, some of them are not able to enroll on the formal pension scheme. And so this is a personal pension scheme which we have deposited 1,000 Ghana cedis already as the first contribution. And so we would encourage you, as young as you are, to keep contributing. And I know you have many years ahead of you. If you are consistent with your contributions, you would have so much by the end of the period when you are ready to retire. And so, Reverend Albert, this is what we have for Adwoa Agbogbloshie business.
Wow, that was a full representation. Thank you very much, Mark Addison. Thank you to Team Enterprise, led by Kelly Gajeku and all the big people, all the various subsidiaries, Big Joe, Jackie, all the people. Thank you so much to them for this very, very laudable. So you're saying that you're giving her fire and allied perils to the tune of 200,000 for
Ghana
the
cedis
shop and
for
her
the
stock.
shop. Yes.
Life insurance cover to the tune of 100,000
cedis.
And then also a
Personal pensions
policy,
yes,
with a deposit of
1,000 Ghana cedis already.
You do all. Thank you very much, Mark, and I love to the Team Enterprise. Thank you for representing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Adwoa, you've done so well. Well done. Well done, and congratulations. Okay.
So you want to hand over this to her?
Let me hand over.
Charlie, stand up and receive it in style. Man, Charlie, it's a beautiful day.
And we hope that you continue doing well and making all of us proud.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Then I have a big one coming in. These are the big people from UMB Bank. Come right in, come right in, come right in. This is the day the Lord has made, I'm telling you. So, I myself, there are tears in my eyes. So as for joy, you understand. So we have tearfully been joined. Tears of joy. We've been joined by the team from UMB Bank. My own brother Philemon Ocho-Dankwa.
Yes, Albert.
And then Nelly Abuchi. They are general managers at UMB Bank, joining us to share in this very special moment. And we are celebrating 50 years in banking,
really,
with a big focus on SMEs.
Definitely.
Phil, tell us why this is big for you.
And let me tell what Albert. So, wow. I think she represents our values, okay? We talk about delivering with speed, passion, excellence, ethics, and diligence. And every step we've watched her business, it's just depicting our values one after the other.
Wow.
For the past 50 years, we've created various corporates and conglomerates. We are leveraging on our wholesale banking brand equity to now develop the SME franchise. We want to go into partnership with her from here.
You're joking?
Definitely. So, because we see in her conglomerates that will touch the globe someday to come. So we are here to partner. So definitely we are in for the next 50 years with her.
Wow. Nelly, as a woman business leader, what does one of the things that caught our attention at Springboard was the fact that not only was she an entrepreneur, but a woman doing it in style, and the references have been amazing. What does it represent for you as a woman corporate leader?
Well, thank you. I would want to congratulate Adwoa for this idea that is so unique. Not unique as in it's the first time we've heard of it, but for you to keep at it. And that is what I admire you for. I'd want you to continue. But to your question, the bank has been looking at empowering women at all levels. In fact, it's one of the few institutions in Ghana where you have women at the top, whether it's at the board level, or even at all management level, key management. You have a lot of women. And so when we see a young woman trying to do something that brings, let me say, peace to homes, busy women, all kinds of levels, you know. I just hope that one day she will not say she's targeting only the top level, but she will still maintain everybody. I heard her mention 100 CD bundle. So it's for everybody. So I pray that she continues that way, and that will make her business remain relevant. relevant to every young Ghanaian woman.
Wow. Before I even ask you for your presentation, I was speaking to your colleague Faustina, and she was saying, Charlie, she's a regular user of the bundle. This bundle thing has become very big. Everybody's talking about the bundle, and I know you are here with a bundle of joy from UMB Bank. So tell me, what is UMB giving Adwoa today? Because Charlie, the bar has been
We want to sow a seed in Adwoa's business.
You're joking.
Small seed, but that, it's like a mustard seed. And it's the beginning of more seeds, bigger seeds that will come for her cold vans, her storage facilities, and things like that. So ours is just a seed money.
Cash is king.
Cash. A cash amount.
Please, let's stand up and let's do this one with style.
So on behalf of our board, our CEO, the management, and the entire staff of UMB, who will be patronizing we've already started your business, we present an amount of 5,000 for you to use as seed money to grow the business to the next level. Thank you.
I do a speech. My speech. Kasa.
When Reverend Albert said it was going to be a big day, on Tuesday, I woke up, I was going for a meeting, and I posted that it's going to be a great week. I just said it. And it's happening. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What I can imagine or think about.
And last, please sit down. And last, and definitely not the least, it's my honor to bring my big brother and the CEO of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Yofi Grant, to the studio. Yofi, yes. Charlie, it's been just a blast. Take the microphone and put it on, please. Please sit down.
Okay.
Before you came, while you were driving in from your busy meeting, thank you for even making time to be part of this.
Absolutely.
And I know we've been talking, the first time we spoke, you were out of town on an investment drive, and that was when we posted a video and I reached out to you. But just before you came, MTN has presented a laptop and data to Adwoa. Enterprise has presented 3 policies, a personal policy, a life policy, and then also a pensions policy. And then UMB has presented a big check for Adwoa to start an SME account. For you at GIPC, what does this do for you, thinking about a young person starting out on a journey and the potential to become big?
It does quite a lot of things because for every nation, whether or not you have FDI, what you want to grow is your business sector, and every business started small. It might have been as small as an idea. It might have been as small as having 2 people to serve or 1 person to serve, and then it grows. And when it grows and becomes a big company, a blue chip, that's the company that is going to be an investor somewhere. So it's also important to nurture young people who have great business ideas, who are looking to do stuff and are doing stuff. And indeed, this year we're inviting you, Albert, to come and speak at a Young Entrepreneurs Forum, where we showcase young people and their businesses. And through that, I've seen some young people go to places that never dreamed they would go. Because we give them the platform. In your last session here, you ended by saying you were urging young people to dream and have the boldness to pursue those dreams. You remember that one? Absolutely. So what does, in the light of that one, looking at Adwoa and let hearing... Let me tell you a joke. I should have followed my dream when I was young. My problem was I had too many dreams. At some point, I even wanted to be a race car driver. At some point, I wanted to be a chef because I really love food. I think food, cooking and putting food together is the greatest form of art. And then I love music and I love sports. So at various times in my life, I've had all these big dreams. And who I am today was, I call it serendipitous. I mean, I never really, first of all, set out to be an investment banker. I never really ever thought that I would become a public servant and working for government. What I want from you is to give this young lady, the biggest gift I want from you is to give this young entrepreneur an hour of your undivided attention in a mentoring session. Absolutely. We'll give her more.
That is what I want from you.
We'll give her more.
By the time you finish, I have a feeling that she will be dreaming like the sheikhs that you meet and those big investors that you meet on your international tours. And all I want is that session that stretches the dream.
Absolutely.
So that she does not think small anymore and she believes that she can do it.
Absolutely.
But once you are here, we won't let you go. We won't let you go for free.
No. Of course, I know that. I mean, I had something planned for her already when we first spoke about it.
Yes.
And you said that you wanted to give her the best gift that I can. Look, the best gift for any person in business is a market. It's the people you serve. And I say that every business idea is a solution to somebody's problem.
Amen.
You know, and so people just look at it and say, oh, I'm going to do that, I'm going to make a lot of money. If you chase the money, it will take away your objective of being the best at what you do. Because now your focus is on chasing the money. But when you focus on being the best at what you do, you don't chase the money chases you.
Yeah.
The money chases you. So the gift I'm going to give to her, apart from the 1 hour, is to sponsor her on one of our investment trips outside.
Wow!
Yeah. So she tells her story.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Yofi. This one there. Oh.
It's not a big deal.
So you're going to sponsor Adwoa on an investment trip outside to share her story with the world?
Yes, and put her in front of investors who will be looking at what she does.
Wow. You know what? For me, today has been a very sobering day, and I'll tell you why it's very dear to my heart, because when I was her age, Comfort and I were building a business with very little help, very little guidance, very little in terms of what you could hold on to and say you are building, but a lot of determination and push.
It's a lot of grit.
A lot of
resilience,
grit. You know. So to see somebody doing it, and she talks about her tears, her struggles, her pain, and praying to God and saying, we have 5 years next week, there's nothing to show for it, not enough to show for it, what can you do? And the next day, God says, go to her place. I don't even know why. I haven't met her before. Yeah. I walk in there and the world is never the same again. Yeah. And then within a space of a month, look at what the Lord has done. For me, it just tells me that God is real.
Absolutely.
Before we sign off, when we put the post out there, we got messages from all over the world. And the one that I thought was very, very special is one that we'll play the last before we hear your closing thoughts, Adwoa Agbogbloshie. So let's have the last message from guess who? Lucy Quist, all the way from London.
Big Samps. I remember meeting Esland many years ago, even before she started her business, and it was quite an innocuous meeting, a determined young lady reaching out to connect with other women in business, and we took a photo together, I remember. And since then, I have gone on to not only be the occasional mentor, but more importantly, be the very happy customer. My go-to woman, especially during lockdown, to get food from the market. But even more recently, the week we were preparing for the BlizzCon unveiling, I was super busy. And all I had to do is quickly WhatsApp her and say, I need X, and it was there. And I think what I found remarkable was that she now has these packages. So I don't even have to think of a list for a particular menu item. I can just order the package. She's going to go far, very far in her career. I see her business expanding beyond the shores of Ghana. I know that because she's determined, she's focused on the detail, she's hands-on, she deals with her challenges herself. She's tenacious, she's warm, she's humble, and she will not take no for an answer. So, look, I am very, very proud of you, proud of everything that you've achieved, and I know this is just the beginning. So may the hand of the Lord remain upon you and your business and all that you care about. Take care.
What can we say? But amen. I know there are many viewers and listeners listening and saying, listen, give us the Big Samps number so we can reach out. We want to make sure you have two things you asked for. One was market and the other one was resources. Courtesy of MTN Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, and our big brother from GIPC, you are assured of resources. But I want to also make sure the market is there. Give us the number somebody should call to reach Big Samps. Give it to us twice. The number is
054 054-9964842. 054-9964842.
You can deliver to anywhere in the world.
Yes.
Anywhere in the world.
I'm going to add top it up for you. So there's a group called a little tech company called Splendify.
Okay.
I don't know if you know of Splendify. They're building a retail market. I will get them to give you a call and put you on their platform because they will give you access to markets, international and local.
Wow. Splendify.
Yes.
Charlie, what a day. Adwoa, take us home with your thoughts. This has been a beautiful day, hasn't it? When you woke up, did you pray?
I thank God.
You thank God?
Yes.
And then you heard your
Today
prayer.
I didn't find the words, so I just thanked God. I said, thank you, God, for everything you've done.
Did you ever think it would turn out like this?
No.
No idea?
No.
So your roommate never gave you any hint?
I woke up sick.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah. I've been sick. Yesterday, this morning, I came with a jacket, like I was cold. So I was actually going to go back, call my husband and say, I don't know where I get the energy sometimes.
Hopefully, I'm sure he's just going through the roof with all this. Adwoa, take us home with the closing thoughts.
I want to say a very big thank you to you. Thank you so much. I mean, I have a very close-knit family. We've been there for each other. We've struggled together and we celebrate together. This is not just for me. It's for my dad. My
Dad, mention his name. Mention all
my
of them.
friend
their
Mark
names.
Samson.
Your dad, Mark,
who has
your mom,
packaged
Comfort.
for me before.
Wow.
Yes, my mom who's gone to the market for me before.
Mm-hmm.
My sister who
Beatrice,
tagged
who
me.
posted on your behalf.
Samson.
Yes.
My big brother, my younger brother who is my assistant.
I've met him, yes.
Has helped me. My husband.
Hope so, yeah.
Winifred, my friends, my customers who believed in this dream with all the mistakes we've made. We haven't been perfect. We've made mistakes, but we've improved every step of the way.
And 10 years from now, how will it be?
I mean, 10 years from now, we will not be in Chado alone. All over. Our outlet to be all over.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to say a big thank you to you for coming, and thank you to you, Yopi, for joining us in this very special celebration. Today it's just been about
my duty.
Thank you, sir. It's been about just celebrating Adwoa Agbogbloshie and making this a story that the nation can be proud of. Thank you, Ghana, for making this a possibility. We call this our best show of the year because it's not even about us. It's about the future of Ghana and Africa, and the fact that any young person can dare to dream and find a springboard to that dream. So the title of this show has been The Springboard of Adwoa Agbogbloshie. And thank you to MTN. Thank you for the laptop and the data. Yeah. Thank you to Enterprise for the fire and allied perils policy covering 200,000 worth of stock in her shop. Thanks for also the life cover policy covering her own life, Bloom covering her life to the tune of 100,000. And thank you also for the pensions policy with a seed of 1,000 Ghana cedis in it. Thank you for all that. Thank you to UMB for the cash donation of 5,000 and an SME account opened with a credit balance for Big Samps Market and for Adwoa. And special thank you to you, Yofi Grant, for coming to crown it all for us with not just your personal mentoring for Adwoa, but also the promise of a trip out, an investment trip outside the country to meet with investors, and then also a connection to Splendify, is it? Yes. To showcase her products on an international platform. This has been Springboard, your virtual university, the rise of Big Samps Market, or the Springboard of Adwoa Agbogbloshie. So we come away again next week. What a day it has been. On behalf of our partners, MTN, Pulse, Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, and Central University, and our media partners, the graphic business, and of course the multimedia group. My name is Albert Okran, saying God bless you, and God bless you.